So I picked out about, trying to count my list, about 20 different books that I'm going to go through the US and the UK book covers. And I'm going to tell you which one I like more, because I'm amazed at how different the covers are depending on the country. It never occurred to me that they would change the cover design depending on the country. So we're going to see which ones are better. So here we go. We're jumping right on into it. So our first book is Fable. I have my laptop down here so I can look at the pictures. That's why I'm looking down. I personally like the US cover a lot better. Just the castle look is so beautiful. I just think it looks so much better. It's very just gothic and gorgeous. I absolutely love it. I'm not saying that the words down the middle aren't pretty. I'm sure they're very pretty in person. I've seen people that have them where they're like foiled kind of. That's beautiful too. But the castle, wait, I'll pull it out. Here she is. Like, she's so pretty. She's so pretty. US cover wins. US wins. Our next book is They Both Die at the End. This is another one that I have on my shelf. Obviously, I have the US cover, which shows the two boys walking. UK cover, as you can see over here, is like an hourglass. I personally like US cover more. The hourglass is cool and all. I don't know. I'm a sucker for cityscapes, I guess. Maybe it's because I've grown up in an area where like seeing the cityscape is like a big thing. US wins again. I don't know. Sucker for the city. And like the Reaper being the shadow, oh, it's just beautiful. Beautiful. US wins again. Up next is My Dark Vanessa. This is not one that I have on my shelf. I do have it on my Kindle though. The US has the face, and the UK has like this like hair thing. I'm assuming that that's supposed to be hair. I'm not usually somebody that likes people on covers. I mean, you can see my copy of A Little Life here. He's on there. But I have to go for the face. Yeah, I like her better. That's another point for the US. I don't know. The hair weirds me out. I don't know why. Yeah, another point for the US. So our next one is very, very subtle differences. US Caraval and UK Caraval. I don't know. They're so similar, but they still look so different. But I think the color scheme on the US is a little bit better. I don't know. I like the curviness of the font. I think it looks a lot more whimsical. But I do like the firework kind of effect on the UK cover. I think if they combine them, it would be like the perfect love child cover. But the US is going to get another point. Sorry, UK. I'm not meaning to purposefully bash you, but another point for the US. Okay, so the next one is Crying in H Mart. This one is going to be a blatant US wins. Mostly because I just do not like people on covers most of the time. But also, for some reason, the UK cover just really weirds me out. She's carrying groceries, which makes sense. Makes sense because H Mart. But I don't know, just something about the way it's designed weirds me out. Maybe it's like the whole floating head kind of look. because the body part is kind of like sketchy. I don't know, but I don't like that one at all. Yeah, another point for the US. I'm not a fan of this UK cover here. I don't like her. I don't like her at all. Okay, so this one, there are so many different covers of this one, but I picked two very specific ones for this one. So this one is One of Us is Lying. This one may surprise you, but the UK is getting a point for this one. So the US one has 4 heads on it, and the UK one has the people at the top, the words going down. I like the people at the top, the words going down. The paper over the faces is really cool. I like that. But I don't know, just something about the way that it's like top down just gets me. I don't know. There's just something about it. So, UK getting their first point on this one. Good for them. Our next one is Beach Read. Once again, US over here, UK over here. US is getting a point. I don't know what they were thinking when they made this UK cover. There's just something about it that irks me. Maybe it's the color scheme. I'm not sure, but it's giving me the ick. I don't like it. The US one is really cutesy. I like that it's cartoony, it's cute, it's classic beach. I don't know if the person who designed the UK one has ever been to the beach. Maybe they should try it. Maybe they should go to a beach. Maybe not a beach in the UK. Maybe they should go to like a nice beach. Somewhere in the Pacific, maybe. Those seem like nice beaches. I don't know what the beaches in the UK are, Pacific, Atlantic. If you know actual geography, please let me know in the comments, because I don't know any of that. Okay, up next is Midnight Library, US, UK. Now, this one, honestly, this one, they're pretty tied. I really like both covers. I have this on my Kindle, and I really like the US cover. I do. I see it everywhere, and I'm absolutely in love with it. But the UK cover is also really cute, and I like that you can see the full building instead of just the windows. I don't know if I'm going to be able to decide between either of them, so I think I'm just going to give both of them a point for this, because they're both really cute. So it's a tie. They're both getting a point for this one. So this one's another one with a face on it. CRC, US, UK. The US has the face on it. UK has name down the middle. I'm not a fan of faces or people on books normally. Usually if it's a cartoony one, I'm okay with it. Like, for example, we'll pull out, not my music box, but we'll pull out like something like Icebreaker or Wildfire. Like, these are usually okay for me. But honestly, something about CRC I'm not really a big fan of. So I'm going to say the UK gets the point for this one. I like just the intricate details around the edges and the name down the center. I really like that design. They did a good job with that one. Next is If We Were Villains. Now I know that there are multiple designs of this in the US. I'll put both of the US ones and then the UK one. But I will pick a favorite of the US ones. We have the skull and then also the like ivy ones. My favorite is the one with like the ivy. But if I have to pick any of the three, I will honestly say that I really like the UK cover with the name and then the bird. I really, really like that. The ivy one is really pretty. Sorry, I hit my microphone. It's really pretty, really simple, minimalistic, which I love. I really like the skull behind the words. Something about the bird. I don't know. There's just something about it that I really like. UK gets the point for this one. Our next book is There. So US has their feather, and then the UK is like very jumbled up together. It's a little bit too much for my ADHD brain to look at. Very chaotic. The US cover is very calm and put together. So for that reason, the US cover is going to get my vote. It's just, this is too much. This is too chaotic for me. And I can't do it. So US is going to get the point for that one. They get my vote on this one. Next is Normal People. And this one, the UK one is nice. It's really pretty. I like it. But I like how minimalistic the US cover is. I don't know. I feel like they just appeal to different types of people. And they both appeal to me, but like different sides of my brain, I feel like. This one's another one that it's hard to decide. This one's gonna probably be another tie. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to make a choice. They're both gonna get a point for this one because they both are very, very nice. And I like both of them. I would probably first go for the US cover, but they are both very nice and I would put both on my shelf. So, point for each. Next is my favorite, one of my favorite, actually no, I'll just say it, my favorite book of all time, A Little Life. He's behind me. I love him. I have 2 copies of this book because one of them I'm going to annotate because I love it so, so very much. It's very obvious which cover I'm going to pick. The US cover is getting 10,000 points. I hate the UK cover so much. I just really don't like it. I think the face on the US cover is just the perfect representation of the book and everything in it. The cover for the UK version just says nothing about the book to me. It says nothing about the book. And that's why I hate it so much. This cover makes sense. It makes sense. This cover says everything you need to know about the book. It is so hard to read. It is so gut-wrenching and heartbreaking and beautiful. This one wins, 100%. You will never, ever, ever make me stop talking about this book. Next book is The Mars Room. US, UK. I believe these covers are from 2018. The UK is getting my vote on this one. I'm just going to say it right away. I'm not a big fan of people on covers. Usually this kind of like person on a cover is perfectly fine for me, but just something about the design of the UK cover I really, really like. Just the pink, the font of the word room. I love the design of the UK cover. I would pick this up before I would pick this up. I'm very much drawn to the UK cover. I don't know. The US cover definitely shows more like what kind of book it is, but the UK cover makes me want to pick it up. So UK is getting the point for that one. Next is The Silent Patient. This is another one that I have on my shelf. I can put her back. I don't like the UK cover at all. The chair it's kind of bland. It's boring. The US cover it looks like, ew, like it's creepy, it's unsettling. It looks like a thriller. The UK cover just looks sad. Like it looks sad. Like it looks like a hospital. The US cover looks like a thriller, which is what it is. So the US is getting the point for Silent Patient. Next is a book called Plain Bad Heroines, which is actually a book that I had never heard of before. But while doing research for this video, I found it, and it looks really cool. So here's the US cover, here's the UK cover. The US cover is really cool. Like, it's very intricate, and the more you look at it, like, it's really cool. But the UK cover, there's just something about, like, minimalist designs that, like, I really like. Like, they really appeal to me. So the UK cover is definitely getting the point here. But, like, just, I love bees. So already anything with a bee on it is going to draw my attention, even though this isn't really a bee. It looks like it's probably like a yellow jacket, but UK gets the point. It's very flashy, and it draws the attention, and that's why it's getting the point. Next up is Billy Summers, which, surprise, surprise, is on my shelf. So, once again, US, UK. US is getting the point. The UK one, like, it's cool. It's cute. It's cartoony. I really like how minimalist it is. But something about the US cover, like, it's just very flashy, outgoing, look at me, which is exactly what Stephen King's stories are in my mind. Like, they're very flashy, look at me. So I don't know. My eye just goes to the US cover immediately. So the US cover is getting the point for that one. Next up is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Once again, they're very similar. The US one, red rope, the whole conspiracy theory thing. UK cover is kind of the same thing. But I personally like the UK cover more. I don't know. I feel like the US cover, like, is a little too cramped in a way. The UK cover is, I don't know. I like the words being kind of behind the string a little bit. I don't know. It just looks better to me. So the UK is going to get the point for that one. Sorry, US, but the UK just did minimalism better for this one. So they're getting my point for A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Next up is Anxious People, which is a book I really, really, really want to read, but I have not gotten to yet. So UK is on this side, US is on this side. The US one is really cute. The people, their backs are turned, so, there's some kind of insinuation there. Very cute, showing, like, the whole anxious thing. Something about the UK cover is just really, like, drawn me in, though. So I think I'm going to have to go with the UK cover for this one, honestly. So there's another point for the UK. They're catching up. Go UK. So another point for UK for Anxious People. So our last book is Foxglove. Wow, are these ones different? US, UK. The UK is 100% getting my point for this. I'm not a fan of faces on books, so right away this one was like, the fox. And, like, how it's, like, designed, like, how cartoony it is. Oh my god, this cover is gorgeous. If I can get away with ordering the UK cover of this book, I will ship it overseas if I have to. I want this cover. I want it so bad. So that's going to be another point for the UK. I'm not sure who's won at this point because I have not added up the points, but I will add them up and I will come back to you. We will see who won. All right, the results are in. If I added everything up correctly, US has 12 points, UK has 10 points. So US won, but it was very close. So there you have it. US just so happens to do covers just a little bit better. But UK had some good ones in there. If you enjoyed this, please let me know. Let me know what other countries you think I should see the covers of. If there are some other really cool covers out there for other countries, I would love to see them. Even if I, can't read them, I would love to see the cover designs. So please let me know in the comments what other countries to look into, because I'm having so much fun seeing the different cover designs. Yeah, let me know what you thought of any of the books that I had in here. I haven't read a lot of them, so I would love to hear what you thought of them. If you want to see more stuff like this, I would love to hear it. So yeah, I'll see you next time.